Hey guys, KingBar06 here, and we're back with another video. In this video, I will be finishing the set of 3 thumbnails with a drawing of Meiko Shiraki from Prison School. In this video, I will discuss the process, future stuff, my brief thoughts on Prison School, and my thoughts on what is going on in the first 4 episodes of Bleach 1000-Year Blood War. Within this one, I took some time to practice my perspective. I don't draw angled perspectives very often, and because of this, I learned to improve in that area. I may release more videos in which I show off speed paints of me practicing certain aspects like facial proportions, body proportions, coloring, shading, etc. All that in mind, I wanted to make sure that my drawing stood out. In total, this speed paint took a total of 3 hours and 1 minute, give or take a few minutes to include creating the original thumbnail itself. The background isn't anything special, so that factors into things, along with the fact that I'm drawing one character in this versus the Charlotte Littlehorn reference sheet, where not only did I draw Charlotte Littlehorn's full body from 2 angles, but also 3 different facial expressions. That definitely factors into that huge time difference. I'd say on average, a piece of mine will take around 4 hours with a decently detailed background. Obviously, if I chose to abandon background in some of my works, that would allow me to create works faster. That is my goal, but not at the sacrifice of a full piece. Within this, my main focus was on the hair. I wanted to break it up so it wasn't just one stiff shape, but I didn't want to add too much detail as to completely break the style of the image itself. And I also wanted to make sure that my own personal style was shining through the image versus it looking like I copied from Prison School itself. Overall, I'm happy with the progression, but not the final result. As for anything planned in the future, I do have another Charlotte Littlehorn related piece that I will be showing off next week. I don't want to go into the details, but as I've emphasized multiple times right now, the final artwork is in my Discord server. Outside of that, I don't have anything big planned. I will be showing the thumbnails that I drew that led to the final drawing, but I don't know if I'll include that in next week's video or it will be its own video and you guys will see the final drawing 2 weeks from the date of this video. Only time will tell. Besides that, I don't know. When you guys are watching this video, I'll be in the process of watching the final part of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Stone Ocean as it just recently came out. Actually, it came out today as I'm recording this video. I have and always will be watching it exclusively English dub, and I've learned something regarding the difference between the two. The names of the stands, maybe not all of them, but I don't know, are different. Before I go on, spoiler alert if you haven't seen Part 5, Golden Wind. But the name of Jorno and Giovanna's stand in the dub is Golden Wind, and in the sub it's called Golden Experience or Gold Experience. The reason I came across this was because I was having a conversation on Discord, and they talked about the names of stands for people like Bruno, Bucciarati, and I had no clue what they were referring to. Eventually we were able to figure out the issue being that I didn't recognize the alternative names for the stands, and I still don't to this day. I'm glad that was all settled. I might have mentioned this in the past video, but I did rewatch Prison School and take notes on every episode. It only took me a couple of days or so because the series is only 12 episodes in length. The first season of The Rising of the Shield Hero is also something I rewatched and took notes on. I believe it took me 7 to 8 days to finish up. Anyways, the reason that I enjoyed the series as a whole is because of the comedy. The way this series handles funny moments is quite different from most other forms of media that I'm used to. Rather than changing the mood in order to communicate a different tone in the action, this series specializes in keeping the same generally grim mood and using the art of exaggeration to communicate the comedy, which can sometimes be pervy instead. Since the series is drawn more into reality than most of the stuff that I watch, that allowed the 9000 IQ plays to be appreciated even more by me and all of the different shenanigans that were happening on the boy side and the girl side as well. The ending of the series insinuates that there is a possibility for a second season, and I'm really hoping that something of that sort occurs. Spoiler alert, if you have not seen the first 4 episodes of Bleach 1000-Year Blood War, either skip or mute this section entirely. From this point on, I will be discussing plot points within the series. So overall, before I get into anything within the story of the episodes, I gotta say that the art got a major upgrade. Bro, the new lighting and the overall coloring along with the simplification of the characters really makes them stand out, and they look many times better than they ever did before. To be clear, old Bleach looks good, given its time and even now, but what we have now is a whole lot better. It's the same with Dragon Ball Super Broly. The simplification done in that makes it many times better than what we saw in Dragon Ball Super. Now with that out of the way, let me go over my thoughts on what's been going on within Bleach. I have to start out by saying that the first episode does exactly what the first episode is supposed to do. Bring the hype with the visuals and action, and then hook the audience with a suspense that forces them to continue viewing the future episodes. Why are there other Quincy's outside of Ryu and his father Ryukin? How are they able to take the Soul Reaper's Bankais? How does head captain Yamamoto have any relation to this? It's established by Squad 12 Captain Mayuri Kurotsuchi that this attack on the Soul Society is because Yamamoto failed to kill an unknown man 1,000 years ago, which is why this is called 1,000-Year Blood War, because the build-up to this conflict began 1,000 years ago. The name makes so much sense now. Uryu is demanding answers from his father, just like the audience, but none of us getting anything. What are these strange abilities these other Quincy's have that Uryu can't do himself? This is why the series is so good. You can't just stop watching before you get the opportunity to hear the answer to all these questions. Man, I am excited to continue watching and watching. Thank you guys for watching this video. Please be sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, check out my Twitter and Discord, both are in the description. If you want to know what I'm currently doing or thinking about, those two places are the best places to go. I will see you guys next time.